Good evening. Before I start, I just want to say it's definitely an honor to be here. Thank you. On the evening of Monday, September 6, 2018, one mother's life was changed forever. In the midst of our darkest times, the grace of God is sufficient. This year's recipient of the Lady of Grace Award is walking in shoes I know too well. This grace walk she is on is tireless and demanding, with too many questions and often too little answers. We come together this day to honor a woman who, in the face of a mother's worst nightmare, has handled each moment and interview with elegance and grace. She is allowing her light to shine in even the darkest times. Please turn your attention to the screen as we celebrate this woman of God.
To be graceful is to have poise, dignity, and class, even in the face of adversity. Allison Jean is the mother of 26-year-old Botham Jean, a worship leader and kind-hearted man who loved God and others. He was a risk assurance associate at the global company PricewaterhouseCoopers. But just weeks before Botham's 27th birthday, on the evening of September 6, 2018, a heartbreaking tragedy struck the Jean family that changed them forever.
A Dallas police officer went into Botham's apartment and fatally shot him.
I couldn't believe it when we got that call. It just still feels like a nightmare. I wish I would wake up. He didn't deserve that. Not my Botham, not my son.
It did not take long for reports of the incident to pop up in media outlets all across the country.
The fatal shot is just
what he could have done.
From the moment Allison arrived in Dallas with hurt over the loss and no answers into Botham's death, the former secretary of the Department of Education in St. Lucia has expressed her pain, anger, and frustration with dignity and grace.
It is time that we recognize that lives matter. My son's life matters.
Because of her strength, poise under pressure, perseverance through tragedy, and unwavering faith, we celebrate Allison Jean as a true lady of grace.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would please welcome to this year's Lady of Grace Award winner, Lady Allison Jean.
Good evening, everyone. When I received the email from Lady Sybrina Jakes informing that I will be honored with the Lady of Grace Award for the attitude which I displayed following my son's death, I pondered long and hard about receiving it. This has been a most trying period for my family. The year 2018 dealt us challenges of health, accidents, unemployment, and now this deadly blow of my beloved son, Botham. However, the words of Brother Paul in 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 9 resonates when he said, "My grace is sufficient for you." For my strength is made perfect in weakness. I'm therefore humbled by this outpouring of recognition during this most grievous time, and I wish to thank Reverend T.D. Jakes and Lady Sybrina Jakes and the administration of Porterhouse Ministries for such an honor bestowed upon me. I also wish to thank my husband, Bertram, who is here with me tonight. My daughter, Lisa, who is in New York, and my son, Brant, who is back home in St. Lucia, together with my extended family, brothers and sisters of the Church of Christ, my counselor, Jackie Rogers, who's here, and my attorneys, Lee, Ben, and Darrell, for standing together with all of us. For sure, I know that Botham is pleased with me, his mother dearest. And he knows that I will stand for him and seek justice on his behalf. Thank you.
This is a very sober and somber moment. It's not an award as such or prize that anybody would want. It is really an attempt to give strength to them that have no might. To understand that the fight for justice is not just won through talk or words or tweets, or not even as powerful as marches are. That this family, who never expected to have to fly back and forth to our country, has more expense, more challenges, more legal fees, more responsibilities than they ever expected to face. And I believe that leadership is not just about what you say, it's about what you do. I had never met this family before. We have been supporting in other ways, behind the scenes, trying to make a difference. And we will continue to do all that we can as long as you need us. You don't have to go to our church to receive our love. We love you.